Hi guys, welcome back to the Moaning Yorkshire and welcome back to the chair once again. Here we are. Apologies if it's a little bit noisier than usual and also if the lighting's a little bit off. It's bloody lovely outside today and there's no way I'm shutting the windows or shutting the sunlight out on what is the third glorious day in the row that we've had in the UK. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Can you believe it? It's currently 27 degrees or something, so yeah, crazy stuff. Lovely weather. Today's video is something slightly different, however, because I've been trawling on eBay and looking at sold listings of Formula 1 models, particularly ones I've got in my collection at the moment, or ones I've been wanting to get, seeing what the market's like and seeing if it's time to buy or a time to sell. I very rarely sell any models from my collection, but looking at the prices that some things are selling for, it's got me wondering if it is now time for me to dwindle down the collection somewhat, because there's a lot of money tied up in just a very few amount of models that I've got in my collection. Things are going for ridiculous amounts of money that I never even dreamed of when I started collecting these models, and I still do. I only collect them because it's a hobby, it's something I enjoy, it's a passion. I've never done it to make money, I've never done it to brag about what I've got, but when you see there's just these handful of models I've got here to the right of me and how much they're selling for on eBay, often as buy it nows or bids, it's ludicrous. And it really made me think, is it time to take a step back and think, is this the peak of what these models are going to be worth? Because if they are, then do I want a bit of that action and do I want to make some money out of them? And can I put that towards a new car? Because, well, my cars are failing, as you know. Do I want it to put towards some more YouTube equipment? My laptop's dying. It begs a big question. So, yeah, it's more going to be a talk, really, and more of a question to you guys of whether, if you were in my situation right now, would you sell? Of course, I appreciate, I'm unbelievably lucky that I've been able to collect these models for as long as I have. And when I bought these models, I only ever paid face value for them. I only ever paid the £70 to £80 that they were at the time when they came out. And I appreciate that at the time that wasn't things that many people could afford. And, you know, I don't want to use this video to brag or, you know, to take fun of people that are now paying the silly amounts of money for them or anything like that. But, you know, I've always been in a position where I am able to buy the models that I want to buy. But then when you see the prices of these things now, is it time that I use that money for something else? So I haven't really got a particular order for these apart from the one that's last is just stupid money, like crazy money. But all these models that I'll be showing you are £200 plus for a little F1 car. Crazy, isn't it? I mean, first of all, we've got such as these, which are the 2019 George Russell Williams, and of course his teammate, his counterpart in Robert Kubica. Couldn't really find anything for Kubica. Nothing's been sold on eBay for quite a long time, but George Russell recently sold for over £150. But I have known that to go for more back in previous years. Like a couple of years ago, one of those sold for 200. So even selling at 150 now still shows that the market is quite high for these. Kubica, I think I've seen him listed for 200 before and sold at that as well, but again, many moons ago. I'll put some icons in the corner of your screen, so I'll screenshot the sold listings, just so you know I'm not talking absolute nonsense. But yeah, I mean, those models, very finitely produced, because obviously they were a backmarker team that year and not really many people wanted to be interested in Williams that were propping up the back of the field, and I know they are in quite high demand. Also, honourable mentions that I've not even been able to get to in my collection are, of course, such as Haas. The 2016 Haas's, they go for quite a bit of money, £150 plus. You know, is that something worth looking at? I don't know. But yeah, you know, 2019 Williams there, the pair of them. Is it time to go? I don't really know. This has just recently sold on eBay as well, of course. 2020 George Russell. I haven't seen any Latifis for sale, but I can't imagine Latifi is in the same league as George Russell when it comes to people actually wanting it, the demand for them. But yeah, 2020 George Russell just sold on eBay as a buy it now for nearly £300, like 290 something. So yeah, again, you know, 300 quid there. 300 quid in that. There's £300. I could do a lot of things with £300, you know, and a lot of people can. Crazy. Absolutely crazy stuff. This Jenson Button, the Monaco 2017, the one-off race that he did in 2017, replacing Alonso as he went and did IndyCar. Nothing particularly special, it's just a one-off race edition of Button from that year. It's sold with bids as a Spark model, because Spark produced these, for £2 shy of 150. And it was recently sold on eBay for 200 and something. It was a best offer and it had a line through it, which means the best offer was accepted. But yeah, so it was up for 200 and something. Got a best offer accepted, but I can't imagine they took much less than 180 maybe for that. Again, it's just money sat there, isn't it? It really is. Then we come to the crazy stuff. Now, I've not got all of them, but I will tell you about them as I go through them. We have the Monaco Grand Prix third place of Sergio Perez from 2016 in a big display case with the pit board. That was a Minichamps exclusive for CK models in Germany, so it's only limited to 300 pieces, I think that is. That are sold for, with bids, £300. With bids, £300. And all the rest of these are Force Indias as well. I would just like to add, all the Force Indias are just selling for stupid money. And it was looking at the Force Indias that made me think, is there any others worth money? Turns out there's quite a few. Like I say, Haas that I've not brought with me. There's also the 2016 Renault sell for quite a bit of money now. Some of the Saubers, particularly Felipe Nasr of that 2015-2016 year, they sell for silly money. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Sergio Perez again, also from 2016, the European Grand Prix podium. Again, I think with bids it was 300 or 350, that one. 300 or 350 pounds. That one model, again. And then this is really when it gets onto the stupid money. Like, properly stupid money. For example, 2014, Nico Hülkenberg, Force India. Yeah, what do you think? Take your bets. Take your bets. With bids, this. With bids. £390. £390 for Nico Hülkenberg's 2014 Standard Race Edition Force India. 400 quid. All but a tenner. In that. Bids. With bids, this is what people are paying for them. It's not what people are just listing for them on eBay and they're hoping to get in some miracle. Yeah, actually selling for on eBay. Yeah, and then you think, well, that's a good amount, Josh. Well, as we tend to see at the moment with Sergio Perez, he's a lot more in demand, and he certainly is. Because his teammate, the exact same model, but of course with Sergio Perez, the Standard Race Edition model for Sergio Perez, 2014 Force India, with bids, £540. £540. 390, 540. You do the maths, those two models. Those two models. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It is unbelievable. Yeah. I just don't really know what to say, to be honest. Like I say, the Hülkenberg ones are less valuable, but even with like the 2015, 2016 Force Indias of Hülkenberg, they still sell for around 200, 150, 160, that sort of area. And the Sergio Perez's of 2015, 2016 Standard Race Editions sell for 300 upwards. There's a lot of money just in those, just in my hand there. You know, that is ridiculous. And again, like I said, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to, like, is it now time to sell? I'm trying to work out in my head, is this the time that I sell some? And then the last by no means least, this is the stupid one. This is ridiculous, guys. And again, it has sold on eBay for this. It was a buy it now. A best offer was accepted, and obviously I don't know what that best offer is. I just know the price it was listed for, and then an offer was accepted. So I don't fully know what this actually sold for, but what it was listed for, and obviously piqued enough interest for someone to make an offer and for the offer to be accepted. The 2014 Sergio Perez 3rd place at Bahrain. It's a lovely model, it really is. I'm very lucky to have it in my collection. It was listed on eBay for £870. Now, what would someone offer, and for that offer to then be accepted? And we're not talking like this was years ago, we're talking like the last couple of months. £750 maybe, if someone offered that. Would you take it if you'd listed it at £870? Potentially, I don't know. But yeah, it's sold clearly £700 and above, I would say, if they've listed it for almost £900 and have accepted an offer on it. That's potentially 750 quid, 800 quid there in my hand. You know, these here at 550 and 390. What? That's just. What? I've not even got words. It's just ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous. I worked out just with the Force Indias of just the Force Indies. If I just sold 2014 to 2016, all the Force Indies I had, there'd be nearly £3,000. And I'm not bragging, and I don't mean to brag, and I am just a bit like, I'm making this video to kind of make people aware of when things get silly, and like, maybe you always have to have your eye on the ball, and maybe you just have to think, right, I can do a lot of things with that money. But I'm in a dilemma. You know, I love my collection. I absolutely adore it, and I never ever bought these with any intention of selling them years down the line for silly amounts of money. But this is where the road has led to, and is it now the time to do it? I don't know. I really don't know. So, yeah, maybe it is time. I'm struggling to really, yeah. And like I say, it's difficult. I don't want this video to come out as disingenuous or me bragging about what I've got, or, you know, come across as arrogant or anything like that, because that's not what this video is about. But try and maybe just make people aware. You could have something in your collection that you don't think is worth anything that's actually worth nearly £1,000. It's difficult. It is a difficult one. I know I'm in a lucky position to be where I am right now. But yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm sorry that I just can't find the words. I am genuinely blown away when I saw the prices of those, and I'm like, why are they selling for that much? That is crazy money. Yeah, I just don't know. Is it the time to sell? Let me know, guys. Let me know. I wouldn't sell all my collection, obviously, but then I'd have incomplete grids, and that would annoy me, and I'd never get the grids complete ever again, because obviously I'm never going to pay the money that people are paying for them. Yeah, and I've not even looked at such as the 2013 Williams Spark race cars that came out a few years ago that are just so unbelievably rare. I don't even think they've even been listed on eBay for sale once the whole time I've owned those. And there'll be others as well in there, one-off race editions. There'll be other models I'll come across if I do decide that this is the avenue I'm going to go down, that will be worth more money than I'm ever expecting them to be. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this video hasn't come across as like a braggy video or anything. It's certainly not that. I'm just trying to work out in my mind whether it is the right time to do it now. You know, are they going to be worth 10 grand in 10 years' time? I don't know. Are they going to be worth 10 pence? No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow, do they? And that's where I'm kind of at with my mind right now. There's things I could do with getting in life. I could do with sorting myself out with a new laptop and potentially a new car. That could fund it right there. But I'm torn because I don't want an incomplete collection. Crazy. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. A real eye-opener for me, and I hope it's an eye-opener for you as well. If you've got any models, anything that you collect, just check sold listings on eBay. If you've got like vinyl collections and stuff, check Discogs. That's a great way of finding out what things are selling for at the moment. Games, consoles and gaming, of course. Check like CEX prices, cash exchange prices. Just see what things are worth, because you could be genuinely surprised as I am right now. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave your comments down below. What do you think I should do? Should I stick or should I twist? Yeah. Thank you and much love.